Good morning, everyone. Have you ever noticed how sometimes, without even realizing it, we might form a quick judgment about someone? Or perhaps you have felt that the situation wasn't quite fair. Today, we are going to talk about something crucial in our learning journey: breaking biases. So, what exactly is bias? As our posture says, bias is an unfair prejudice or judgment against someone based on their gender, culture, background, or other characteristics. It can be conscious, meaning we know we are doing it, or unconscious, where we are not even aware of it. But either way, it affects how we treat others. Why is it so important for us, especially educators, to recognize bias? And how do we need equality, inclusion, and cultural awareness in the classroom? The answer is simple. Bias limits fairness and equal opportunities for all students. Imagine not getting a chance to shine just because of someone else's preconceived notion. Bias reinforces harmful stereotypes that hinder students' growth. We want every student to reach their full potential, not be held back by labels. By recognizing bias, we can create an inclusive and supportive learning environment. This is why equality, inclusion, and cultural awareness are absolutely essential. They ensure everyone feels valued, respected, and has an equal chance to succeed. Okay, let's dive deeper into how we can put these principles into practice, especially for our teachers. Okay, the first, equality. How can teachers be fair in learning? It's about providing support tailored to each student's needs so everyone has an equal chance to succeed. This isn't about treating everyone the same, but treating everyone fairly based on their individual needs. Okay, the next, inclusion. How can teachers promote inclusion in the classroom? By creating a space where all students feel accepted and valued without discrimination. This means actively encouraging participation from all, celebrating influence, and ensuring no one feels labeled. Okay, the next, cultural awareness. This means appreciating and understanding students' diverse cultural backgrounds to enrich the learning experience. It's about seeing cultural as a trait, not barrier. Okay, we have had some excellent question from the groups. Let's address a few of them directly. Okay, group 6 asks, is racism a type of bias, and does having disability count as a bias? Yes, absolutely. Racism is a very clear and harmful form of bias. Specifically, a prejudice or discrimination directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. And regarding disability, yes, biases against people with disabilities exist and are a significant problem. It's about forming unfair judgment or having prejudices, attitudes based on someone's physical or mental challenges, which can lead to discrimination. From Group 1 and 22 asked, how do we respond to someone who discriminates unintentionally? And how do we confront someone who exhibits biases? This is a common challenge of its unintentional, a gentle, private conversation is often best. You can say someone like, I noticed you said, uh, while I know you probably didn't mean to. That can be perceived as and might make others feel. If the bias is more over or harmful, or if the person is resistant, it is important to set clear boundaries. You can directly state, that common is based and not acceptable in our classroom or community. Sometimes, involving a teacher or school administrator is necessary if the behavior persists or is severed. Okay, from group 9 asks, can you give an example of bias from students to students? Certainly, imagine a group of students deciding not to include a new student in their project because the new student speaks with a different accent or come from a different neighborhood. Or perhaps a student assume another student is not good at math simple because of their gender. These are examples of unconscious biases at play among students. Okay, group 24 asks, as a teacher, how would you handle students who exhibit bias? As a teacher, it's crucial to address it immediately and constructively disclose involved. Okay, the first directly addressing the behavior. That comment is harmful and not acceptable in our class. Next, educating the students, explaining why the comment or action is biased and the impact it has. Okay, next, facilitating empathy, encouraging the students to consider how their actions might make others feel. Okay, next, setting clear expectation, reforming classroom rules about respect and inclusion. Okay, next, involving parents or guardians if the behavior is persistent. From group 17 asks, how can teachers recognize and overcome stereotypes? Teachers need to be self-aware. This means the first self-reflection, regularly examining their own assumption and expectation about students, learning about different cultures, actively seeking knowledge about the backgrounds of their students, challenging assumption, consciously questioning any generalization they might make. Next, promoting diverse perspective, incorporating materials and discussion that showcase a wide range of experience and viewpoints. Okay, let's briefly touch on the consequence if teachers don't address biases and the challenges in creating an inclusive environment. Okay, from group 15 ask, what are the consequence of teachers feel biases in the classroom? The consequences are significant students might feel unheard, invisible, or disengaged. It can lead to decreased academic performance, lower self-esteem, and a sense of alienation for students who are targets of bias. Ultimately, it harms the learning environments for everyone and perpetuates inequality. Okay, from group 8 ask how to create a curriculum that reflects cultural diversity without seeming forced, and what are the challenges in implementing equality in the classroom with limited resources. Creating a cultural responsive curriculum isn't about just adding a few diverse names. It's about seamlessly integrating diverse perspectives, histories, and voice throughout all subjects. It means using examples that resonate with students' various backgrounds and ensuring the curriculum challenges stereotypes rather than reinforcing them. The key is authenticity and relevance. As for challenges with limited resources, it's tough but not impossible. It requires creatively, teachers can utilize free online resources, collaborate with community organizations, encourage students to share their cultural experience, and focus in fostering an inclusive mindset even when materials are scarce. Equality isn't just about money, it's about mindset and efforts. Uh, okay, I think that's all from our poster. Thank you very much for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.